Tomorrow marks 1 week before the August 11th primary, and with 4 Democrats still in the race for governor, all of them continue to fight for votes. This includes Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, who was in Appleton tonight alongside Governor Tony Evers. Drew Best was at the rally where both of them spoke. He's live in the Fox Valley Newsroom. Drew.
Jason, the governor who endorsed David Crowley just weeks ago is hoping to push his campaign across the finish line, with Crowley trailing State Representative Francesca Hong in recent polling. Tonight, voters were given a chance to hear their case. In front of a packed room with dozens of local supporters, governor candidate David Crowley wasted no time offering well wishes for those impacted by last week's devastating tornado in the Fox Valley.
We have to make sure that we step up for our communities, and I want to say thank you for being the unsung heroes and helping those who are directly impacted by the extreme weather that we had not too long ago.
Following Crowley's remarks, Governor Tony Evers told voters why he feels Crowley is the best candidate to be his successor.
I knew that his skill level was really, really high, and he got a lot done, and he was able to articulate the issues of the day.
This rally coming just 1 day after Francesca Hong, a Democratic socialist who's leading in recent polls, campaigned with controversial political streamer Hassan Piker and Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar in Milwaukee. After that event, Hong was asked about aligning with Piker, whose beliefs support both socialism and Marxism.
I think that one of the reasons we see Republicans or the right attack leaders like Representative and Hassan is because they know that they're losing, that the people are powerful and want the issues that they fight for.
As discussions continued regarding Crowley's connection to inappropriate tweets from 2010, Governor Evers argues too much time is being spent focusing on Twitter instead of issues facing the state.
With people in this room who have seen tornadoes destroy their city, and we're going to spend time on that that others are talking about on Twitter, please, I'm not going to, you can ask me 100 times, I'm going to give you the same damn answer.
I also reached out to the other 2 Democrats in the race, State Senator Kelda Roys and Joel Brennan. Roys issuing a statement saying in part, quote, "We need a progressive fighter with the proven ability to deliver transformative change, higher wages, lower costs, better public schools, and protecting our freedoms from the Trump regime," end quote. So far, we haven't heard back from Brennan. The winner next week will face Republican Tom Tiffany in November, who's considered the front-runner to win his primary. Reporting live in the Fox Valley newsroom, Drew Best, Action 2 News.